Hey guys, my name is Logan. I'm with Match Grade Machine, and in this video we're going to cover everything you need to know about the 7mm Remington Magnum. Match Grade Machine is a barrel manufacturer that makes barrels for the Thompson Center break action rifles. We actually manufacture our own barrels in-house, attach the lugs, and make them for the Encores, Contenders, and Contender G2 receivers. This one in front of me is a 7mm Remington Magnum, and those are only compatible with the Encore receivers because it is the larger frame that handles the higher pressures of the large cartridges like the Magnums. On the shelves you're going to find factory ammo ranging from 140 grains up to 175 grains, but if you reload for this cartridge there are 7mm projectiles that range from 110 grain up to 195. So depending on what you're trying to shoot there, you will choose between the 1 to 9 and 1 to 8 twist rates that we offer. This one is a 1 to 9, and this one will stabilize all the way up to the 180 grain bullets, no problem. Once you get going beyond heavier than that, which are mostly target style bullets, that's where you're going to want to go to the 1 to 8. The cost of factory ammo is medium to high. Because this is a Magnum cartridge, they usually start off around $30 or so for a 20 count box. You may find some for less. Obviously you're going to find some for much more, up to the $60, $70 range, something like that. But you can find multiple brands and varieties around the $30 to $40 range. The cost to reload for this cartridge, I would say, is medium. You're going to use quite a bit of powder in these cartridges. The component availability is good, but for some reason 7mm projectiles are a little bit on the higher end of cost, so just be ready for that. It's nothing extreme, but it's in the medium range of cost to reload. If you're reloading for this cartridge, the charge range you're going to be working with is anywhere from 70 grains with the light fast bullets up to 55 grain bullets with the slow Magnum powders and the heavy projectiles. The powder speed is going to be that medium slow to the Magnum range of powders. You're talking H4350, Retumbo, somewhere up on the large 7828 SSC style, the Magnum powders that you deal with up there. As far as barrel life is concerned with the 7 Rem Mag, I'm going to say that it's decent. It is going to be shooting quite a bit of powder through a 7mm hole, and that kind of dictates barrel life, is how much powder you're forcing through a certain size of bore. This isn't super over bore, meaning it's not really constricted with a ton of powder. It's kind of on the higher end of how much powder you're forcing through there, so you're going to get a decent barrel life out of it. Now this Encore that we shot today, this one actually has a 26-inch barrel. This is not fluted, and it is also not threaded. This is a heavy factory contour. We would suggest going with at least a heavy factory contour, and if you have the forend available for it, maybe even step up to the muzzleloader contour, depending if you're going to go with a brake or not. If you're not going to do a brake, I would suggest going with the muzzleloader contour. It's going to increase the diameter of the barrel, and it's going to add a little bit more weight to help settle it down. While shooting it today, it was jumping quite a bit on me. I just had it set on a rear bag, and it was hopping quite a bit. It's shooting a heavy bullet really fast, and obviously it's going to translate into your shoulder. As with any Magnum, the heavier you can make them, the better, but obviously I understand you want to keep them lightweight to haul around the woods. If lightweight is your goal, go with the heavy factory contour. I would suggest going with a brake, like our 6er brake, or go with a threaded option for a suppressor. That'll help tame recoil a touch, and obviously going to be awesome on your ears. We do offer fluting and threading and Cerakote options. You can also see them in chromoly as well as stainless, and you can get both of those in a matte or polished look. The blued is going to be a matte black, and the bead blasted stainless is what's shown right here. That typically is what matches your good stainless receiver in your Encore Pro Hunters. So while out shooting today, I did a zero check on the rifle, and I was able to shoot a 3/4 inch group at 100 yards with the Hornady Precision Hunter. This stuff right here, I am shooting a 162 grain ELD X bullet. You can see those sitting right up front here. And then we reached out to 440 yards. I had a 14-inch steel plate out there, and on my first shot I was able to center punch that thing thanks to my ballistic app, so that worked out really well. Very predictable. This Hornady ammo is good stuff. If you're looking to go hunting, definitely that's worth a look. 440 yards, I shot 3 rounds, and they all looked like they were a nice little bunch, and I said, you know what, let's go for 5. So I sent 2 more rounds downrange, and when I got there and measured all of them, I'm fairly confident I measured the correct bullet holes, because the paint blasts off a little bit strange because that target has been painted so many times. It looks like we got a .61 MOA group, which is fantastic for 440 yards. Once you get out there, the wind can definitely start messing with you and blow your bullets easily 6 to 8 inches left or right, depending on whatever it's doing. But these 7mm fought through that, not a problem. Nice predictable path, and they landed very close to each other. So awesome group with that. With no muzzle brake or anything, I'm real happy to get that. It's a fairly lightweight rifle. We do have a fairly heavy scope. This is a Vortex Razor HD Gen 2, and the magnification on this, I believe, is 4.5 to 27. So nice piece of glass right there. We do like our Vortex optics around here. The muzzle velocity we were getting with a 162 grain out of this 26-inch barrel was 2,975 feet a second. Now on the 7mm Rem Mag, we're going to suggest a 20 MOA base if you're going to shoot beyond 500 yards. If you're not, then go ahead and go with a flat rail. Typically with a Magnum cartridge such as this, you're going to run a larger optic on there, something like this, maybe something a little bit smaller. But we would suggest going with the supported 5-inch base. That's going to be a good way to give you more mounting options with the full Picatinny rail, and it'll give you more space to mount larger optics that you might use on a Magnum cartridge like this. So the role that the 7 Rem Mag plays is definitely a long-range, hard-hitting caliber. You can load it with target bullets and shoot it extremely far distances, or you can go out and go big game hunting to really long distances as well. You could easily harvest an elk at 500 yards with this, no problem at all. It's going to drop that thing in its tracks with good shot placement. So the 7 Rem Mag is definitely a heavy hitting caliber. I'm going to suggest it for hunting, or maybe go with a full bull barrel and go target shooting with a brake and being a little more enjoyable. But this thing is going to be awesome to go walking around in the Rocky Mountains with, going after some big game. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for your time. I greatly appreciate you watching. Please comment what you think, subscribe while you're here, and we will see you guys next time.